Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passion, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
I Give You Peace Ministries is on a mission with an awesome purpose, led by Pastor Peace. Their mission is to raise funds to build a multi-purpose building, which will include a state-of-the-art facility for youth in the community, a senior program that will include various activities, and it will also include a kitchen to provide meals to the community. Support the building fundraiser today. Donate to Cash App $Walk of Peace or paypal.me/IGYP Ministries.
Hello, this is gospel recording artist Johnny Ruffin Jr. from Lewiston, North Carolina, just letting you know that I have a Christmas CD out entitled White Christmas. Please go and download that CD on any digital media outlet. Also, I have some great gospel music that I have created throughout the years that will definitely be a blessing to you and your household. Thank you for your support. God bless.
Great day, everyone. This is Dolores Williams with Divine Connection. Hope all is well, and a welcome to Divine Connections broadcast. So today we're going to have a very special guest. So make sure you stay tuned in. Make sure you like and share this broadcast. So Divine Connection is a magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. It comes with connecting people in the community and networking. So I network with businesses, entrepreneurs, pastors, gospel artists, praise dance, moms, anyone that's doing something phenomenal in the industry and making a significant difference, because there's so much positive media out there. And so that is what I use this platform for, is to help share and spread the good news. Awesome. So we have one more quarter for the year, and that will be December is the last quarter for the next magazine. I would love for you to be a part of that. If you have a business or organization and you want to share your information, so you can email me at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com, or you can text 336-338-8903 to find out more information and how you can be a part of the next issue of Divine Connections. Awesome. So let's talk about how you can stay connected. Subscribe to our email list, which is on our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com for updates and news. We also have a Facebook page, which is Divine Connections Marketing. We also have Instagram, which is at Divine Connections. And our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and click the notification button for that at The Divine Connections. All right. And so that is how you stay connected with us and the great things that we have going on. Our next thing on the agenda is our magazine is out. This September quarterly issue is here. Ads run for 3 months. So I would love for you to get a copy. You can go to divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions. Okay. This is the cover and this is the back. And we have a lot of great connections and information and network people you can network with in this magazine. So you want to make sure you get your copy at divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions. Okay. And go ahead and network with those individuals in that magazine. They have a lot of things of services and products to share with you. And they look forward to hearing from you. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor, the interviews comes on Wednesdays between the hours of 3 and 6. So before and after the show, we have sponsorship that is a 30-second commercial about your business and your ministry. And if you would like to be a sponsor, it runs for 3 months and for only 150. And I would love for you to be a part of that to help allow us to help spread your good news. Okay. Awesome. And the next thing on the agenda is I am excited because my book is out. It is called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. It is phenomenal, great information on how I do what I do, how I connect, how you build how you build relationships with people, and then you can build an empire. So I look forward to you getting a copy, and thank you for those who have already got the orders are coming in, and I'm excited about it. So make sure you connect with me, The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. So that is the Divine Connection news for today, and now I want to introduce our guest. Miss Foster is in the house. Hello, how are you?
Hey, Dolores, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. Well, welcome, welcome to Divine Connections. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. So tell the audience just a little bit about who you are and where you're from.
Okay. Well, my name is Moya Foster. I'm a licensed psychologist here in the state of North Carolina. I work in healthcare management, and I'm also a business owner. I'll tell you a little bit about my business, but first I'll tell you where I'm from. I was born in Durham County, North Carolina, so I'm claiming I was letting Dolores know I'm going to claim Durham County, even though I moved to Detroit, Michigan at the age of 2 and grew up in Detroit, Michigan, but visited family in North Carolina growing up. Also spent time in Maryland, so I have a little bit of a mixture of different, environments growing up. Yeah. And I returned back to North Carolina in, I believe it was 1999. So I've been here a good long time for this second stint and consider myself a North Carolinian and a Detroiter. So
okay,
that's where I'm from.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so tell us a little bit about your business and the passion that you have behind that and why you got it started.
Absolutely. So, I was always taught that you should do what comes naturally for you. Like that gives you a good pointer as to, something that you should be spending your time in, because you won't get tired. You'll have the energy to, invest and continue to grow. And so all my life, I've been a very social person. I found myself in the center of a number of different friend groups, social groups, engaged in social, opportunities through school. And I'm becoming a professional in the Raleigh-Durham area. I remember hearing people complaining about how sometimes it was challenging to meet people. People felt like it was kind of a cliquish place. Yeah. You sort of had to know people. And it's really an advantage when you do know great connections, as you know. And so I decided in 2019 to start a business that focused on supporting professionals and business owners and people who aspire to become business owners. They maybe haven't filed their paperwork yet, but they have a dream. They want to spend time on it, and they would benefit from being a part of a positive peer support network where they could grow their dreams. So I began my company, which is called Crown and Scepter Enterprises, in 2019. And we began having basically something like meetups. We would meet out in different locations around the city. Sometimes there were cities, meaning Durham and Raleigh. Maybe you hadn't heard of, a really cool restaurant or a really cool, venue of some kind. Sometimes the venues were owned by business owners who were trying to promote their new venture. And so we would get people to come out and visit one another, connect. You might meet a new attorney there. Right. Maybe you need an attorney. You don't know anyone great. You meet them in your social network. Or maybe you need a new website, and someone sitting across the table from you develops websites, so you were making those kinds of connections. So we were doing that, and we're having a really good time in 2019. started to develop some plans to collaborate with other event promoters around Raleigh, Durham. And then a wonderful, terrible thing happened called COVID. And COVID said, maybe some of those things that you have scheduled are not going to happen right away. So in the COVID era that we've been in, I have continued to keep my connections, maintain the connections that I have, grow connections, expand my network. There had been a lot of false starts with like trying to plan live events, and people kind of decided, we have vulnerable people. Do we really want to bring them together? And I know like some people have felt a lot more comfortable with doing the live events, but the folks in my network have been a little bit more reluctant. So what we've done is we've done some things online. We've continued to promote one another's activities. And then I got involved with the development of an application to support networking, business owners connecting with one another, and fostering their professional and business growth, so growing revenue, growing professionally, etc. So that's me in a nutshell.
Awesome. So we were talking about the value of networking. I know with me, it was a simple thing. I would just ask people, introduce myself and just ask people, what do you do? And that simple question will lead you to a conversation, and then you can, get into why they decided to do it or what they provide. And so with me, that led me to, I felt that God led me to that platform of the magazine, because I figured if one person needed that resource, at least 10 other people did as well. And so when I started in 2007, I could just continue to grow that as well. And then I turned the magazine, I continued with the magazine, but then I added events so you can actually see them face to face, and now I'm doing interviews. So on a one-on-one basis, we can share with the audience what you do. So it's always awesome and knowing the value of networking, because I meet so many people that provide a lot of different services, and you never know who need it. Every problem has a solution. And so what you do and I do is basically connecting resources and sharing it with the world or the audience on who needs what. Every problem has a solution. So go ahead, you can elaborate on that.
Absolutely. You said something so key. You never know. People sometimes, depending on their personality, if they are, and I don't know, did I mention I'm a psychologist? So I'll say that again. Based on their personalities, if they're more introverted, they may not be as comfortable, opening up and kind of like work in a room and really, being able to assess who's there. They may not even be thinking in that way. But to be able to develop a connection, maybe you are a little bit more introverted, but you're sitting across from someone, a real live person, somebody offline, not on social media. You're sitting and you're getting to know real people in your real network. And you have an opportunity to have the one-on-one kind of conversation if you're a little bit more introverted. And you may have more opportunities to grow professionally yourself, pursue something that maybe you were thinking about, or connect to a new vendor that you might need for your business. And so I think it's very beneficial when, people have an opportunity through people like us to be placed in environments or supported in environments where they can pursue more for themselves.
Right.
They meet professionally, they meet socially. Sometimes you're looking for new friends and you like to connect with people that have similar interests. So, it's very beneficial. And I'm really, really, really excited and looking forward to, reigniting my live in-person networking events. I have like this long list of all these places with outdoor patios, because outdoor patios is everything for me now. I always liked a rooftop. However, now it's like an essential thing on my list to have somewhere with open air.
Yeah. So you named that you would go to different places. What are some places you went to in Durham or Raleigh that were
Yeah,
good?
so some of my favorite places that we've been to, we go to like several places in Briar Creek. There are a few restaurants there, like San Jose's, Braza,
Mhm.
Mellow Mushroom. We had an event with the DJ and a catered event down at the downtown Raleigh WeWork
Mhm.
rooftop up there. We did the Durham comedy bus. That was
Mm.
another fun one. So I try to find like unique
Yeah.
spaces, fun spaces where you're doing a little self-care. It's not just all business. It's not just all going to a conference center, and sitting at a table and wearing a badge with a lanyard all the time. Like sometimes you want to, have some comedy, or you want to do something a little bit different so you feel like you had a life. At the same time, you walk away with a few more contacts that maybe can really help and make a real big difference for you.
Mhm.
So those are some of the kinds of places, and there are some other ones, but I have a list. I have a list because I've continued to pay attention to all these burgeoning, cool venues that people have,
Mhm.
um, and the events that people are creating. And that's one of the things that I'm excited about the app, because it will allow people to become aware of events going on. Because a
Mhm.
lot of times people are not aware. Like think about
Yeah.
a business owner who's having a grand opening. They open a new location. Well, their customers know all about it because they were
Right.
probably there. They probably had a service and they told their sister. But
Mhm.
what about all the people that didn't know you?
Right.
you know?
Right.
And so it would be great to have something specific that's for business owners to each other, and then also has an arm for consumers that are not business owners to see what you're doing that's
Mhm.
going on, in their local area, and they can maybe become a new customer for you. So I'm excited to see what 2022 has to offer for all of us.
Yes, when you do events, do you do any like icebreakers? How do you get started with your networking events at the beginning to just kind of build?
Generally, sure. So I have done one event that I can think of. We did some icebreaker types of events. I can't really help having a little bit of psychology infused into things, but I try not to do that too much because people don't like to be psychologized too much.
Right.
So they don't want to feel like that. So we try to, most of the time, it's pretty natural. It's like people come with maybe one other person, they mingle, they connect. And then if I know that there are connections that people need, I will try to facilitate the connection. Hey, this person is a photographer. You just mentioned to me, you need that, and
Mhm.
try to do it naturally and do like warm handoff.
Yeah.
Um, but then for a larger event, like for example, the event at WeWork, we had, a place where people could write down information on a card. There were prizes that people could get for remembering people's names and things
Mhm.
about the people that they met. So we try to do, things that facilitate people communicating with each other,
Yeah.
using their good social skills, and try to have, and we had good prizes too. So
Mm,
I try
nice.
to, I try to, I try to, I try to do a good job with it. I was exposed to VIP, what I call for real, when I was in my 20s, and I've never let it go. What real VIP feels like.
Mm,
So when
mhm.
I try to create a special experience for people, I'm hoping that it really does feel special. So
Awesome. Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. And let's also well, let's talk about, have you done anything virtually since the pandemic?
So I have participated in some panels. I have supported a few organizations with developing some of their. I've helped one organization with identifying some candidates for an event that they've been planning for some time. But I
Mhm.
haven't done any networking events myself online because that's really not my format. I'm definitely like an in-person person, but I'm
Right.
doing a lot of support and
Yeah.
connections and introductions and things like that through Zoom and
Mhm.
online. That's mainly what I'm doing. And then I'm involved in some youth programs,
Mm.
mentoring and things like that virtually as well. Because that's another component of my business. I really, my intention was to create a large network to support youth because again, I'm a strong proponent of peer support. So
Yeah.
having people talk about negative um, peer
Mhm.
influence, peer pressure, that kind of thing. and maybe speak less about how positive the right peer network can be for a person. When I
Yeah.
look around at my closest friends, we look like each other in terms of like our, you know, our trajectories. We look like each other. And so that says a lot. So I want youth to have access, not just through some of the sororities and fraternities, and that exists. Some of those networks exist, but not all youth are connected to those groups. So I've been working at continuing to keep my engagement with youth organizations while this pandemic has been pandemicking.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually added an event this year. This is my first year doing 2 events a year, and it was simple but yet powerful. It had mom ministries, praise dance ministries, and vendors. And I loved it, because you had the young people looking at the other young people, or, just kind of checking them out and seeing their style. And then they will get on, in the middle floor or on the stage and, do their ministry as well. And so I think it went over well, and I'm going to do it again next year and, make it bigger and better, because that's a positive thing for the young people to come to and, support each other and check each other out as well.
Absolutely. And they have needed so much support through this time. I mean, it's been hard on us. It's been hard on adults. But just imagine having, the environments that support your development, like being in your social networks and learning who you are and connecting with people through different activities, just taken away, like proms and just being able to attend school. I mean, just so significant. So to be able to do something like what you're saying, like creating events for them, giving them an opportunity to see one another. And like one of the organizations I work with, they actually did have their graduation event live. We did most of everything online, but we did do that live, and that was wonderful. Yeah, we were all masked up and all that, but it was great to just be able to celebrate the youth for their successes over the year. And so it is a tremendous thing to give youth that connection and show them like, this is hard. Like this isn't hard because you're young. Like this is just hard. And then you haven't even had the opportunities to develop some of the coping that maybe some of us have now that we're a little bit older, even though many of us are continuing to struggle a great deal. So definitely want to touch on mental health before we finish our
next. Yeah. Absolutely. So let's dive into it. So let's talk a little bit about mental health.
Absolutely. So, one of my passions in this process of developing my business and kind of, as you evolve as a business owner, you learn more about like, what pulled you this way, where you are, what you want to do as you're maturing and developing yourself, right? We think about kids developing, but we continue to develop as adults.
That's right.
One of the things that I really feel passionate about in my work is recognizing that business owners, a lot of times they really try to wear like a cape, like they try to be like a superhero. They're smart, they can handle anything. And the reality is that they're human.
Yeah.
They have strengths, they have challenges, just like any other human. And sometimes really successful people hide behind their success. They don't want to look at the scary things, the sad things, the hurtful things, and that can kind of creep out in different ways, different behaviors, different just emotional changes that they might not have anticipated, relationship issues, all kinds of things. So I am very vocal with everybody, but particularly in speaking with business owners about recognizing the importance of taking time for yourself. You have your business, which is like, can be like a marriage, can be like a family member. You have your family, you have your other commitments. But in order to, if your priority is to have a successful business, to be great at networking, whatever it is, you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your physical health, and you have to take care of your mental health.
That's
and
right.
that means accepting that you're human and recognizing that you can't handle everything by yourself. Sometimes you need to talk to other people, and sometimes you need to talk to a professional, a doctor, someone, a physician, somebody who sees, the patterns with people all the time and maybe can give you some good tips on how to sleep better or
Mhm.
take better care of yourself so that you're there for yourself, your
Yeah,
family, and your business.
absolutely. Absolutely. So how do you have that included with the business that you have, or that two separate things?
So, the business that I have, we haven't been focusing specifically on mental health, but
Mm-hmm.
the app that I have under development, I have the intention of infusing content that focuses on the person's developing their business. So
Mm-hmm.
content that's related to, like, how to fill out paperwork, how to access financial resources, things that are relevant in that manner, but also sliding in a little bit of, self-care,
Yeah.
um, you know, uh, being aware of, when you're running into an obstacle, the different options you have. Sometimes very simple things, just a
Yeah.
reminder to take
Yeah.
a moment and breathe, or to get sleep, or to drink
Mhm.
water, or
Yeah.
like things that seem very elementary, but we are
Mhm.
not doing it. We're not doing it.
Mhm. Mhm. I know, like sometimes before my event, I'll go get a pedicure, and it's so relaxing, and I
Mhm.
just take that time and just, enjoy the massage, and for the from the chair as well. They, do the whole pedicure thing, and every now and then. And I love parks. I love swings. Just to go out there
Mhm.
just for a few minutes and swing and get some
Yes,
fresh air, and drink some water. I try to eat a little healthy with the vegetables and the fruits, and then I might, cook and, do a little live. But those small things makes a big difference.
a big difference. The exercise, the fresh air, the healthy, food and water, because it's easy to slip into bad habits. It's easy for all of us to slip into bad habits. And we don't always think about how that's having an impact on us.
Right.
So I just want to, put a plug out there for people to not be susceptible to hiding in behind their businesses, or their busyness, put it
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
And I'm a person, I can relate. Like if I'm stressed, if I'm
Mhm.
anxious, I know that, like, having something to do helps me sometimes with function. Like, having something to do feels better to me than sitting.
Mhm.
But at the same time, there are times where I really need to be checking in to make sure that I'm healthy and
Mhm.
not just being more busy,
Right.
because what you want to do is prevent a more significant issue down the line, health wise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's put on some information about how people can contact you, and then you can give a
That's
little
my
more
website
detail.
there. Yes, www.crownanscepter.org. That's my website.
Mhm.
And you can find information on there. Keep posted on the events as they come in 2022. And then my Instagram is at crown and scepter underscore org underscore. Same as with the website. Please, check there periodically and see what's going on in the area. And I'll put something related to the app on there soon, as I have my update.
Awesome. 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 Is there anything else you have going on for the rest of this year, or anything else coming in 2022 you want to share?
I'll just say stay tuned and check in on my IG, because I'm hopeful to have some updates soon. And I'm really looking forward to it. We have a great time. It's a good opportunity to just relax. Even if you didn't want to network too much, you just wanted to listen to the jazz band, you could
Mm,
do that.
yes.
Or
Yeah.
you could decide, I feel like engaging and figuring out, like, maybe I need, a new accountant, and here's one right here.
All right.
you know. So yeah, just those would be the best ways to see what's coming.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So that's that great information. And leave us with a word of encouragement.
Ah, let's see. The best thing that I can share with you all right now, people are under stress. this country is going through a lot of trauma, truthfully, for many reasons. Exercise grace with yourself, with your loved ones, with the strangers on the street, the person that cuts you off in traffic. Right now is the time to just take a moment, take a breather, listen to some good music, and exercise grace.
Absolutely, absolutely. Totally agree with that. Awesome. Well, thank you, Ms. Foster, for coming on today. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the information. Thank you for doing what you do and keeping the community engaged, because we definitely need that, because you never know who has what solution or what connection that you need, that we can stay connected with and make each other better.
That's right.
And supportive. So wonderful. So thank you for coming on today. Thank you for being my guest.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're very welcome. And hold tight. We're going to turn it over to our sponsors, but wanted to say thank you for that. And I am Dolores Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you guys stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. So hold tight and we'll talk to you guys soon. And thanks again, Ms. Foster. Hold
Absolutely.
on. Okay.
Hello and welcome to the fabulous world of Dream Builders Realty, where we are fulfilling dreams and lifestyles. My name is Trish Adams and I'm the owner-operator, and I have a fabulous team here to help you with your real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, we're here to help you. If you need questions on down payment assistance, if you have credit that's not so great but you need some help with that, we're here. We are your go-to people. So please feel free to reach out and we can help you with any of those needs. And you can contact any of our fabulous agents at 336-770-2712.
Dream Builders!
Hello, this is gospel recording artist Johnny Ruffin Jr. from Lewiston, North Carolina, just letting you know that I have a Christmas CD out entitled White Christmas. Please go and download that CD on any digital media outlet. Also, I have some great gospel music that I have created throughout the years that will definitely be a blessing to you and your household. Thank you for your support. God bless.
Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now. Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution. So get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now.